Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa, and today I have a layout for Traci Reed Designs, and it is Mix It Up Monday. So we are playing with the Aflutter collection and the new Strong AF collection. And so I'm going to be using a combination of elements from both of those two collections for my page today. And I'm going to go through and show you what I have so far. So I have a piece of navy cardstock that I have backed this purple grid, which is from the Strong AF collection. So I printed this paper and I put some white paint splatters on it just to add something to my background. And then I have my photos. So I have 3 photos here. I have this one. They're all different shots. They're all the Cinderella's castle, but different shots. So I'm going to back this photo with these papers, this one with this paper, and then this one here, the larger one, I'm going to back with this paper, and then all of them are going to be backed with some of this pink or this pink. And so let me tell you the collections. So this is from the Strong AF collection. All these pattern papers here, so this blue and the stripe and the button and this pink, these are all from the Aflutter collection. And then this scalloped sort of rainbow paper is from the Strong AF. So I have a good blend, or a good mix, I guess I should say, of pattern papers from both collections. So lots of variety. And as you can see, I went with a mix of colors that are pinks and purples and blues. And basically, I let my photos dictate what color palette I was going to go with. So when I decided to scrapbook these photos, those were the predominant colors, and those are the colors that I thought went really well together between the two collections. So it was an easy choice to go ahead and mix these colors together. Over to the side here, I have put some little embellishment groupings together. I have some items from the digital and the sticker sheets from both collections. So I have a 4x6 journal card here as well. This is from the Strong AF collection, and I'm going to use that. I did also off camera, because I didn't want to make this video too long, excuse me, I did go ahead and stamp and die cut my title. So my title is going to be Castle Magic, because it's definitely magic. So that is going to be my title. And I did use, let me show you, I have everything right here. I did use for that title, I used, hopefully there's a bit of a glare, the L Studio. Basically, it's the sort of Disney related or Disney themed set. And then for the Mickey head, or yeah, I guess it's Mickey head, I have this, and this is from Scraps and Ink shop, and this Mickey head, I'm going to use that on this page as well. So I die cut that. That is die cut with that same blue, which is from the Aflutter. And so yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to go off camera and back my photos with the papers like I showed you. This whole, it's not quite an 8.5 by 11. My printer had an issue, so it didn't print part of the page, so I just cut this down. So it's, oh goodness, it's probably like 8 by 10, maybe 9, maybe something like that. But that is this paper. I'm going to use it in its entirety here on the page. So it's going to go in this vicinity. So I'm going to get this down, and I'm going to get my photos all matted, And then I'm going to come in with my embellishments. I have some extra things over here to the side, which I'm not so sure I'm going to use. And I do have sequins picked to be the finishing touch for the page. But I'm going to get this down first, and then we'll come back with the embellishing. Okay, I have put everything down. I did add the 4x6 card as well as the film strips because I wanted to get the placement of those with my photos when I went to glue everything down, so I didn't lose my spacing. So basically I put those down with my photos. So now my background is done. And I didn't mention before the colors that I used, but for my stamping I used Faded Jean and Victorian Velvet. So those are for my stamping colors. Now it's just a matter of embellishing. So as you saw earlier, I have this giant Mickey head. That is definitely going to go up there. And then I have, like I said, a mixture of elements from both kits. And so that is what you see me playing with here. I am going to take most of the florals. I think all of the florals are actually from the digitals, both the Aflutter and the Strong AF collections, I do believe. I think, and then the hearts I want to say are from the sticker sheet, I do believe. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that is what they're from. And then I am bringing in, for some additional texture, some of these puffy hearts that I'm completely and totally obsessed with. So those are going to come in here. So we're going to have at least one of those in every cluster. So I am going to play with this. I'm just laying everything out, but you will see that these will probably move around just ever so slightly, like they always do, because nothing ever stays exactly where I put it. But essentially it's going to go something like that. And then I have an embellishment cluster here. This was the pop out from the die cut, and I definitely wanted to use it. And so I'm going to put that on the page and then tuck florals in around it because, you know, Cinderella and castles, and of course there's flowers. You can't have princesses without flowers. And this little circle, the Simple Joys, that is definitely from the Aflutter collection. And so I have another little one of those hearts. So I'm going to put that one down here. And then another purple one, probably in here maybe. Something like that. That might come down there. I also have these little glitter blue hearts as well that I'm thinking I might also add in here. We'll see if that stays. I also have some butterflies. 2 of them I will leave is what I laid out for this. Excuse me. Those are from the Aflutter collection as well. And I am just layering up all my bits and pieces, and I love that the florals from these 2 collections really go together really well. You definitely can mix and match the florals. I find you can do that with just about every collection. You can always mix and match. Traci does an awesome job with all her florals. Can't go wrong with any of them, that's for sure. So this one here, I'm going to have this butterfly here, and then up here I'm kind of leaning toward something like that, and then maybe that up there. I'm trying to decide whether this will actually have 3 hearts in it or not. There's not a ton of space, so I might end up just doing 1 heart up here and calling it good. It's hard to say, So we'll see if, excuse me, if that ends up happening up there. I have a feeling I'm not going to end up using that one. I like these ones down here. This one's like encompassed with the title. Then I have this one and this one. I definitely like my 3 clusters. I'm just not 100% sure that this one is going to be as large. Might tone that one down just ever so slightly. But they all have the same sort of florals. I did want to keep that as a consistent theme through each of my embellishment clusters. So what I'm going to do is glue this down. I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. I'm going to glue this down, and then I think really the only thing I'm going to do is come back with the enamel dots. And I also have these little Mickey heads that came out of the die cut that I cut out. So I'm actually thinking I might dot those around almost like little pieces of confetti as well, because you can never have too many Mickey heads on a Disney layout. So I'm going to get that glued down and we'll be right back. Alright, I have everything down, and I did start putting sequins on just to do my butterfly trails, and then now I'm going to come in with these sequins here. So the 2 kinds that I'm using are Dreamland, which is, these are both really old, so they aren't going to be in Spiegelmom's shop. But this was Dreamland, and then I'm going to use some Spoonful of Sugar in amongst my clusters, just to add that little extra set of sparkle, a little extra touch. And I'm just doing 3, just like I would enamel dots, just because I want, like I said, to add a little something. I love the sparkle of sequins, so I just want to add something to each of my embellishment clusters to finish them off. And I figured since I wasn't going crazy with a ton of sequins that I would just leave this part on camera so you could see the finishing touch of the sequins. And once these are down, we are going to call this layout done. Just now I just need to figure out where I want to put the last one. It really shouldn't be that hard. There we go. Alright. Last but not least, put that one up there. And everything wants to stick. There we go. Alright. So that is going to finish off this layout. I will have in the description box below a link to Traci's shop where you can check out everyone who was playing along today, all the design team members that were playing along today, and get lots of inspiration of using these 2 collections together. And I believe when this goes up, hopefully the Strong AF collection is still on sale. I do believe she leaves it on for a week, so if you haven't picked it up already, you can go grab it. It's a great collection. So with that, guys, I will leave you with the still photos and catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.